This was allowed on YouTube without any warnings. A 5-year-old could access this video on YouTube. You'll know.
So, who did that? Did Sam Smith do that, or did YouTube do that? YouTube allowed it, but you're supporting YouTube. The hypocrisy!
Let's talk about facts.
If you want to have intellectual discussions.
Spiritually oriented, very beautiful farm.
Who you are beyond the personality.
I'm a human being, same as you.
Be who you are.
But to answer your question,
what is really going on?
And let's get into this.
And what is happening in Wirgo Warriors? Welcome to the wonderful world of Wirgo, the place where we get asked what is really going on. Now today, now obviously before we get to the show, guys, if you can smash the like, subscribe and all that just to help us out, that would be great. You don't have to, but that would help us out. Today we're talking about Candace Owens, and so there's a lot I want to talk about Candace Owens. Let's get into it briefly, Carl. On one hand, she seems like a brilliant, and I'm sure she classes herself as a woman. I know she does. She's a brilliant, educated, and intelligent woman. And then on the other hand, she's this dumb, emotional idiot. Make of that as you will. I can't figure the lady out. To me, it's so confusing, and that's why I do these shows. Hopefully, somebody out there will point out, maybe where I'm going incorrect here. Candace, even. I don't know. I am not trying to narcissistically abuse this woman or in any way, shape, or form. I simply just do not understand everything that goes on in her head, and to me, it's highly confusing. In this episode, I'm going to show you why. Now, recently, she's just put up a video called Sam Smith's Diabolical. Now, Sam Smith just released a new track. I say just, I don't know how long it was ago. Now, to be fair, when I seen the track, I thought, oh, I hope this has an 18+ certificate. But apparently it doesn't. But then I've also been told now by certain individuals that that's not down to Sam. That's down to the record labels and YouTube. I mean, they monitorize this. They monitor it and they go, right, that's fine for children, which is also brings into this video a little bit with Candace. I'll explain when we get to it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump in to what Candace's video, and then I'm just gonna talk about it, okay, guys? So
his song is called "I'm Not Here to Make Friends," and I have a follow-up question. What are you here to make?
She's asking a follow-up question to the title of a song. What? I don't know.
Sam Smith. I'm actually interested in that. I'm interested.
He's here to make music and lots of money. What do you think he's made? It doesn't feel like a genuine question, does it? I don't understand why she asked the question. It doesn't feel genuine.
Because I used to really enjoy his music.
She used to really enjoy his music. This song has obviously put it off. I can see why. I can see why. I'm not going to get it here.
Incredibly talented. Of that there can be no question. But this morning,
one might say he had an undiabolical voice.
I had to delete all of his music from my phone because
she had to delete all his music because he didn't put one.
As something has happened. It's not about whether or not he can sing and play the piano, whether he can perform in front of live audiences, but I just cannot support what can only be described as a demon that he has been possessed by. And so
she can only describe it as that. That's the intelligent woman everybody wants me to believe is intelligent, that she can only describe it like that. There's no other way of describing it. That's the only way. Okay.
That he has been possessed by. And so, just to recap, in case you didn't see the video or you didn't listen to it,
Being possessed by a demon. Sounds like a fictional story, doesn't it? Sounds like a movie. Possessed by a demon. Anybody else seen anybody possessed by demons? Intelligent woman, apparently. Intelligent woman. Possessed by demons.
Yesterday's podcast, Tim released a new video to accompany the song, and it features men running around in leather jock straps. They're in bondage gear. They're gyrating on the bed.
Sounds highly homosexual. Guess that's the theme now.
Mimicking a bunch of sex acts. They're wearing chaps. There's a golden shower scene where they're drinking from urinals. God knows what.
I think that what it was. That's you. Oh, I didn't even notice that when I watched it. Guys, let me just say something a moment. I'm not for this kind of video, but not because it's homosexual. Even the heterosexual ones that are like this, with, I say heterosexual, nobody's having sex in there, are they? But you get what I mean. Those aimed of women going around, in nothing, and, like things like WAP and, oh, God, I'm not into any of that stuff. It's all negative affirmations for people, and it's... I'll do another video. It's a programming of the mind that I just don't enjoy at all, and I think that it's... there's a whole video to do on this, so I'm just going to leave it and just say that I'm not into that kind of thing. I don't think it should be allowed on TV for underage individuals. For me, that's under 25, by the way. But laws say 21, 18, 16 in places. Do you know what I mean? But I'm failing so far to see how that's Sam's thing. I mean, if YouTube have allowed it on, then YouTube is the one with the problem. Oh, I wonder if she's cancelled all of YouTube, considering she's showing herself on YouTube. That's really weird, isn't it? Sam gets cancelled from her life because he did the video, but YouTube, that allowed the video to go up and said the video was okay by them, she'll support that. That's strange.
Why they're doing that. He's wearing nipple pasties. He's got people humping the floor. He's slapping people's butts in it. And by the end of this, I just thought, why?
Sex sells. Intelligent woman, by the way. She's asking why. Is this a rhetorical question or what? Because why are you asking why? You know exactly why. Capitalism. Sex sells. You know the thing, you support capitalism. This is a big part of it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not against capitalism. I think it could be better. I know it could be better. I don't know nothing, but, I pretend I know it could be better. This... Help me out, guys. Write in the comments what you're thinking. Why am I getting this confusing?
Why? He doesn't need to be doing this. He's obviously very successful. He's made a ton of money based on his talent alone. So what is it that is making Sam Smith...
make more money and fame? The love of it, the fact, I don't know. There's lots and lots of good different reasons. Why can't you suggest any of them? It's boggling my mind you can't get to the bottom of one of this.
Head in this direction. Why tread into this direction? Why is the question I have when somebody like Cardi B released...
She doesn't have a question why, guys. If she is intelligent, as she claims to be, there's no why. She completely understands why. If she doesn't, she needs to learn about capitalism. Oh no, I've done it again.
When I was having this discussion with my husband, he reminded me, why are they doing this? People are already listening to your music. People already like you. What are you gaining by going...
Lots of money, lots more fans, lots more views, all the things that they want. I'm not saying these are good, positive things or anything like that. I'm saying to these they are, and that's why they're doing it. I don't understand why you're asking that question. Unless, of course, you're stupid. I didn't mean stupid, by the way. Just for the show, for the character. I mean, uneducated, non-intelligent. Maybe these are better words.
A love of nudity.
Really think about that, and I think that is the best description of Sam Smith's new video. It's diabolical. Going through those 3 points that he just mentioned, to be diabolical, it's a love of nudity, it's a love of violence, it's a split personality. Sam Smith wants...
I mean, a love of nudity. I love nudity. All of nature loves nudity. I think it's absolutely diabolical to not love nudity.
A normal individual now identifies as non-binary. He's a split persona. He doesn't know what he is.
Wait a minute. Non-binary. Binary, just the dual binary is unified because you're none these things anymore. Am I getting that? Wait a minute, what? I'll look into that. What?
Everything. He has no identity. That's what he's telling you. I have no identity. I think I can be everything.
I don't see a huge problem having no identity other than a name. What do you need other than a name? That's my identity. My name is Carl, therefore you can identify me that way, and only that way. Thank you. To identify myself as the body would be diabolical. I understand physical identities to help with descriptors, but I don't like all this identity stuff anyway. I mean, what I think she's referring to man, woman, which it's just made up stuff. It's just made up concepts that don't describe the entirety of you, just a small part of you. I don't.
And everyone at the exact same time. Now he's committed to putting nudity on full display. I would definitely describe the beating.
I have no problem with nudity. I just have a problem with sexual references within nudity. So sex, someone wants to walk around nude, I haven't got a problem. Someone wants to walk around, I dare say, touching themselves or indicating sexual behaviour in a way that most adults understand, then kind of have a problem with that, because that's more of a belief system and rather than just a natural state of being.
BDSM that is implicit in this video as aggressive and violent, and so diabolical. The definition of.
I watched the video. I didn't see any aggressive or violent behavior. I didn't really see much BDSM. I don't know what she's talking about. It's like she's trying to make what she wants fit in. Watch the video. Tell me right down below what am I missing. Give me a timeline that I can go to in a song. I don't really want to watch it again. It's not my cup of tea, but it's just a track. I mean, like I said, should be for adults, but
of diabolical, the Oxford definition at least, is a characteristic of the devil, or so evil as to become suggestive of the devil. Which brings me to the conversation that I had with my husband yesterday when I went home. So aggrieved by this Sam Smith video. I just don't understand why he's doing this. It was just so great. Why? Why do we keep having to say goodbye to talent?
Because you're very double-minded and you think that because someone did something that you didn't approve of, you're now going to cancel them. Not far from bigotry, personally, myself, that isn't, but these are prejudices in their mind. But you can't have any prejudices about stuff. No, but they can.
That we like, so many people that we once loved, and of course I'm going to do it. Of course I'm going to delete his music, but why? And in speaking about the devil, and because my husband studied theology when he was at school, he started talking about the Garden of Eden, right? Something wholesome and some.
If she has any idea what the Garden of Eden is, it's nothing wholesome or anything but the Garden of Eden. That's their perception of it. Garden of Eden, I mean, it's the imaginary world, isn't it? It's the world inside you. Just see what she says.
Something good. Again, you don't have to be religious to take something away from what I'm about to say, right? Even if you thought the Bible was just a nice, fluffy fiction book, you know what I'm talking about when I refer to the.
No, it's a world tutor. It's a mathematical book of poems and poetry and all sorts of stories to try and show you a mathematical side of reality that you're supposed to be looking at. I got a feeling she's the one that looks at it like a fictional book.
The Garden of Eden. Something wholesome, something peaceful, where everything is together, and then you have the serpent, something evil.
No. Intelligent woman. And evil is a circular definition. Because as the dictionary describes it, evil is extremely, obviously it says immoral, meaning evil, and wicked, meaning evil. So it's extremely evil or evil. It doesn't make sense. And this woman who claims to be intelligent believes in fairy tales. She believes in something called good and evil. She believes in fairy tales. That's how intelligent this woman is, apparently. I believe in fairy tales. Don't make Malcolm Carls.
And wishing to tear apart this unity, wishing to tear apart this wholesomeness, right? Take the fruit, take the forbidden fruit. And what is the first thing?
But the forbidden fruit is the knowledge of good and evil. The thing you're consuming right now.
That Adam and Eve experienced after they bite into the fruit. Shame.
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't do it. Shame is an awful thing that splits you from God and from reality. It is the thing that divides you. It is the thing that they refer to as diabolical. Shame. That is the diabolical thing. It's the friction between us that separates us from God. And shame comes from consuming knowledge of good and evil, because you're in a dualistic state now. You believe in everything is good and evil rather than the Trinity. Point out what I'm talking crap, guys. I'd like to know. Put this down below. Let me know what you think.
Experience shame because they realize that they are nude. They realize that they are...
No. They feel shame because that's what shame does. It convinces you that nudity is wrong or is evil. So you're ashamed of being nude to cover up. It's a way of controlling you. It's a control method. Now, don't get me wrong, I agree with wearing clothing in today's society to the extent that, especially for myself, I live in an area where clothing helps us because we're not really designed for this sort of weather, and certain parts of the year you're cold, so you wear clothing. We build concrete roads and all sorts of things, and clothing has many different reasons for us. It doesn't need to be all glamorous. I mean, I get mine from, like, what do you call them, thrift store, charity shop, whatever you call it. You can tell. But what she's trying to say is she's trying to link. Do you see what I mean? She's a pattern finding a being, and she's trying to link things to make her story make sense. It doesn't make any sense. Why on earth is just play it calm.
They are naked. They realize that they are bare. And so what does the devil desire? What is diabolical? No shame.
Define devil. Define evil. I bet you can't do these things, can you? I'd love to see Candace Owen define these things. Define them for us.
Not just happening in today's culture. You have a culture, right, which is being fostered by evil. And it seeks for all of us to...
What the heck is evil? This intelligent woman is trying to put onto you a sin, a false ideology that doesn't exist. There's no such thing as evil. She's talking about illness. I'd call it evil. Sort yourself out, Candace. For God's sake, sort yourself out.
Feel no shame, to push boundaries.
I don't feel shame for anything. I feel no shame whatsoever. And neither should I. Neither should anybody. Shame is what's killing people. Literally, killing people. I can break it all down for you, why shame is killing people, why it releases certain chemicals in your body, why it puts you down, why it makes you depressed and all that. It's all to do with shame because of the knowledge you have, which is good and evil.
Feel no shame, Sam Smith. You're naked. Who cares?
Who does care? Well, you, clearly.
You don't have to feel any shame about that. Feel no shame.
You don't have to feel shame about being naked, guys. Maybe it's not as healthy to be like portraying sexual acts and things. I'm not agreeing to that. I'm saying that is a bit, and it's a perversion. I have perversions. Everybody has their own perversions, and at a certain age, allowed to say it. But like Sam Smith is not the one saying, "Oh, by the way, anybody can watch this." YouTube is. You're gonna cancel YouTube? Do you see the hypocrisy? Let's see if she cancels YouTube. She cancelled Sam Smith because he did the video, but YouTube supports it. So shouldn't she now not cancel the thing that's supporting the thing that she didn't want to support at first? So she's not going to support it. YouTube is supporting it. Why didn't YouTube have the same heat? It's supporting his video, but...
Shame that you are exposing BDSM to young minds on YouTube.
I don't really think that's BDSM, guys. I mean, correct me when I'm incorrect. I have seen BDSM, maybe even taken part in a bit, but this doesn't seem like it to me. This is a new, like, lightweight BDSM we're talking about. Yeah, I don't know.
Because remember,
or is it just because of the costumes? It's BDSM all of a sudden because they've got like these little...
This was allowed on YouTube without any warnings. A 5-year-old could access this video on YouTube. Feel no...
So who did that? Did Sam Smith do that or did YouTube do that? YouTube allowed it, but you're supporting YouTube. The hypocrisy!
Shame about whatever it is that's coming out of these urinals in your video. In fact, you should feel empowered by it. Yeah. All of this to really say is we really are experiencing a time of evil everywhere around.
A time of evil. It's evil! Oh my Lord. Lord, please, people, don't listen to this female. Please don't listen. There's no such thing as evil. She's very confused and ill. I could help her if she reached out. I'd help her understand what evil was. But absolutely idiotic.
Around us, it's just abundant. You can see it everywhere.
Where? Show us. I'd like to see it.
And we have to recognize it, and we have to perform our own little acts to fight it. And I guess what I'm...
See what I mean? Fight evil. Always try to turn you into a fighter. So ill.
saying is I deleted all of Sam Smith's music.
Did you delete all of YouTube? Who did the exact same thing? In fact, they're the ones that decided that little kids should be allowed to watch this, not Sam Smith. Did you do that? No? Okay. I mean, am I getting it wrong? But guys, if I'm getting it incorrect, let me know. I'd want to be correct in this. But if she's going to cancel Sam Smith, shouldn't she be cancelling YouTube also?
I will pray for him. I hope whatever he is suffering from gets resolved. It's not going to get resolved by twerking on a bed, but...
Oh yeah, I also believe that Sam Smith is also mentally ill, and that I pray for him also in my own, certainly not like... I hope that Sam gets very well, but I also think that this lady is completely deranged and mentally ill as well. And I'm going to pray for you also, Candace, to get really well and, you know, start define the word evil, please, 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 please. Define it for me. And I hope, like woman, you use the definition the dictionaries telling us, and you don't just make up your own definition that you complain other people do. Because you're going to find a shocking revelation when you find out what evil actually means. Evil is extremely evil or evil. So the definition.
All we can do is offer him our prayers, and that's all that I have to say about that. All right, guys, the next portion.
Look, guys, I'm not going to go completely into this. I probably said enough as it is, right? But evil does not exist. This lady is completely and utterly confused. I'm going to find some of the greatest minds on you and show you how deluded they really are and how dumb they really are. I don't really mean words dumb and idiots and things like that, guys. I'm just doing a show here. I mean, I look at everything as an illness. To me, good and evil, right, wrong, they do not exist. They're just figments of your imagination that is controlling you, keeping you controlled. Alright, guys, Wirgo Warriors. Till next time.